everybody, welcome to Wish Studios. My name is Mandy and I've got the camera all set up, and this is like my first actual video, so I'll do it like an introduction video where you get to see my face. But it's really nice to meet you. My name is Mandy, and like I said, my studio's name is Wish Studios. And I came up with the name because, have you ever seen like a piece of art or something very beautiful and you're just like, oh, I wish I could have something like that, or I really wish I could make something like that? I caught myself saying that a lot when I first started fluid art and pouring, and I thought, you know, that's a perfect name for a studio because we all wish for it. So Wish Studios, welcome. I do a lot of different things, everything I've pretty much learned on the internet. So thanks to all kinds of people who put up their videos, I've learned through them. And I've been doing it for about 5 years, a little over 4 years, almost 5. And it's been something very exciting for me. I've always been in the art industry one way or another for over 20 years. Dancing, photography, modeling, advertisement. It's just, the list goes on and on. It's just been art and something in a creative world. So anyway, enough of all that jabbering. Although I haven't done an introduction video yet, we'll introduce ourselves the correct way. But first I wanted to start off with a pour, and I want to thank and I hope I say her name correctly because I've I've been practicing it for 5 years. Rinske Diona, or a few years, maybe not 5 years, like maybe 2 or 3. But Rinske Diona, she inspired me to really start doing more of this and diving more into it. Her Dutch pour really caught my eye one day, and so now I want to do that for my first video. My mixes are off the internet, so there's a bunch of different ones for different people, but I have found that I drink a lot of tea. You'll notice the Lipton's teas, let me hold on. Let me get the cups, the originals. So I have the Pure Leaf brewed tea. I get them in like 6 or 12 packs at the Walmart, local Walmart. And then I get we drink a lot of juice at my house, and so I get these little to-go juices because, of course, my 5-year-old, me, and my boyfriend, we all run off during the mornings, and so we'll grab our juices. And so I end up making my pours out of these so that I'm not wasting. Kind of helps to recycle. So that's, if you see me pouring with this, you know it's going to be a Dutch, okay? If you see me pouring with this, you know it's like a bloom pour, or maybe the swipe or tree ring, where you needed just a thicker paint, because these are thicker, and then of course the Dutches are thinner. So anyway, today is going to be Dutch day. We're going to do our first video with a Dutch pour, and I'm not really sure about the colors or even what I want to do. This is actually kind of like a surprise day for me. I got a couple hours to myself, so I decided let's do this. I've put it off for so long. Okay, just like anybody else, you want to go ahead and lay your base paint down, because it helps your other paints to move around. You never want to put your paints on a dry canvas unless there's so much of it and you're doing like tree ring or somewhere where you're moving the paint around on the canvas, if that makes sense. I might explain a little better later. This is gonna be kind of loud, sorry. It's a blow dryer, and it's one of the main tools that we use. So here we go. I also want to mention, as you see me blow, if you notice, I'll blow on my edges first, so I make sure I get a nice universal cover on my corners, because those are the hardest areas to get. If there's no paint there, you're really going to have trouble getting it covered. So I just go around the edges first, and then I'll blow out my middle as I go to keep it just a little thicker to go. So if you notice the technique, it actually makes it a lot easier, and you use a lot less paint, and there's a lot less waste. So like I said, those pesky corners, I'll just go around and dab a little extra on those corners. Just make sure they're good covered on the sides. And to be real honest with you, this white paint might be just a tad bit thicker than expected, but that's no biggie. We can still work with it even if it is just a little bit thicker. Now I did mix all my paints yesterday and they've been sitting for like 24 hours, but there might still be a few more air bubbles. And so we always need a torch. It does honestly, it don't matter. I got mine at Home Depot, and my first one I got is around here somewhere. I got this one like 2 years ago. This one here. And to be real honest with you, I've never changed this tank out. I've had it for 2 years. The only thing is I got resin on it, so now the button gets kind of stuck. But look, it's still got a lot of gas. So you get one of these, it's going to last you a long time, and you're not going to have to worry about changing out and buying cartridges or whatever they do with all those other ones, because this one lasts forever. So I'm sure you have your own little things that you use, that you have little torches. So any torch will work though, as long as it torches, because you don't want these air bubbles, because they'll come up in your composition and actually make like white dots where you don't really want any. Maybe you've got a real pretty color and then all of a sudden a bunch of white dots come out. Now I must have some lint or something on my shirt, because I've got little, I don't know what these are, little black droplets coming on, but we'll get those out now. And there we go. End up blowing those off anyway, but just want to, I don't want to necessarily just leave them either. So that's our base. To be real honest with you, I have no idea what to do at this point. I don't know what colors to do. So I'm going to grab some really pretty colors, I hope, and go with it. So mine are pre-made. Most of them have the name on them. Some of them don't, because I do have a class on Sunday, and the girls will kind of make their own paint sometimes and forget to mark them. This is Modern Masters Rose Gold, and I believe I got these at Hobby Lobby. So Modern Masters Rose Gold, I'm gonna go with that, and we're gonna stay kind of in the pinks just to stick with it. This one is Deco Art Pink Tourmaline. This is a really pretty metallic. These are both metallics, so with metallics you might get some cell action, which is pretty awesome. I actually had thought about using the Deco Art Extreme Sheen Rose Quartz to go with this. I think it would be really pretty. And then I want to do a dark color. I want to just contrast. So we're going to step away from pinks and go with a steel Deco Art Steel Blue. It's a new color I just mixed up, and I think it's really pretty, and I just want to see how that's going to come out. So let's start. Honestly, yeah, my shirt has fuzz on it. Sorry guys. I think I'm just going to do like this and see how it goes. I hope it goes pretty. You never know with this stuff, man. This kind of art, that paint starts dancing and you never know where it's going to end up ever. Could get lucky and it come out exactly the way you want it, or you can cross your fingers and hope that you like the end result. Ooh, that came out kind of thick on the beginning, didn't it? That's okay. Ooh, pretty. So I'm gonna leave these out in case I need to touch up with them. So I started off in my little 10 by 10 room at my house, and I was in there for years, and you wouldn't believe the messes that I made in there. The walls were covered in paint. When I moved out, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. We're gonna have to repaint, recarpet. It was pretty bad. But to be honest with you, it was nice to find something that was mine. You know, like, I can do this. Doesn't matter if I mess up. It doesn't matter if I, you know, do something ugly one day or just can't get it right, because you can always come in the next day and get something, you know, amazing. So that's something that really gets me. Okay, so Rinske, she does this thing where she floods and it makes it where the colors kind of do get a little softer, which I don't mind doing that. I don't always do it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. There's a Canella. I cannot say her name yet. I haven't practiced it. But Canella, she does not flood hers, and I really like that. So what I might do is where I flood just on one side. So one side's gonna have the flooding and one side's not, especially since this paint's kind of thick. I'm afraid it's not really gonna move anyway, so I might actually flood both sides because of how thick the paint is. We'll just do it Rinske style this time. I don't want to do a lot though. I really try not to waste because I do. You guys are going to be so mad at me sometimes. You're going to be like, oh my God. You should hear my friend Chrissy when she sees me do it. I will scrape it. If I don't like it, I am not afraid to scrape. So here we go. We're going to blow this over. Okay, and I like to torch. I'm a torcher before. I don't like to torch after as much, but beforehand I love to torch it because I feel like if I go ahead and get all them air bubbles out now, it won't be something I worry about later, so I won't have that problem. So I torch from beginning in the middle, and then the end. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just really depends on how it looks. So this is where your nerves pop in, because you really don't know where to start with something like this. You can start in the middle, you can start on the end, you can go down the line, and it's hard to choose. So I'm just gonna go with the flow. You know, I'm just gonna start here and go and see how it goes. Okay, guys? Whew. All right, deep breath. Yeah, it is just a little bit thick, but not too bad. Not so bad that it's hurting my feelings or anything. Let's see here. Let me get that little air bubble. There we go. Okay, so the colors are gorgeous. It is a very light. It's very very pretty. It's very soft and subtle. Oh man, I'm telling you. And some of these, look, you get some cells in here like this here. That's so pretty, and they go all the way down, so it's not just in one spot. That blue steel, look at this. Look how pretty that is. That is so pretty. I think that, honestly, I think that was a really good call to bring that in. Now, the thing I don't like are these little wispies that come out, but then I kind of do. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try, whoop, I just stuck my hand right in it, didn't I? Maybe I'll just walk around the table, put my head right in front of the camera. I think I might blow out a little bit. This is where it gets difficult, trying to figure out if you really want to manipulate anything or if you just want to leave it the way it is. But I'm gonna go for manipulation on the art. Oh, where do I do it at? I just kind of wanted to bring that over where it fell. where it wasn't just hanging on the end. I want it to actually fall. There we go. See, that's not too bad. I didn't do too bad. And then okay, you're not supposed to do this, but sometimes you can just push it. You can make the paint dance just a little bit further out without actually hurting it. If you move slow enough and you keep the airflow at a pace. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can get it to dance out just a little bit to bring some of this color out. Because there's color in here, it just didn't move because of the white paint being as thick as it is. So, watch how I come in. I watch till the paint starts moving. Now I get movement and I just barely push it out. There we go. You come over here and do the same thing. There we go. Watch that paint dance. There we go. Okay, so I don't know if you see that in this composition. Of course, you're seeing it from that point of view, so it's going to be upside down from what I'm seeing it. But right here we have a really pretty wisp that comes out, and then here we got a bunch of wisps that are kind of jagged, and I'm not liking that. So what I think I'm going to do is take just a little bit of tissue paper and dab out some of this color and replace it with a little bit of white, so it's got a little bit more negative space, guys. So just lay that on top and let it soak that, and then I'll pick it up, put it over here out of the way. Now see, it did take off quite a bit, not all, but quite a bit. So I'm going to do the same thing right here. I'm going to get in there and get that up. Okay. Let's see here. There. Look at that. All right, so now I'm going to take a little bit of my white paint, not a lot, but enough, get that bubble popped, to just kind of fill that in. And then I'll blow this out, you'll see. And then this will be more white than, more negative space than it will be for those wispies. Just a couple of those wispies will be nice, not that many though. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is really pretty, like really pretty. This would be really pretty in somebody's like little makeup room or even a bedroom. Oh man, I love the colors though, very pretty. So I'm going to take the camera down and give you a look from this point of view instead of this point of view, because I know it can be hard to see from this direction. So we'll come around. Whoop. There. Sorry about the lighting. I'm going to figure that out eventually. Here. Let's see. So, there we go. Look at all that. There's even some lacing in there around that steel blue. Oh, that's so pretty. This is really like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's very soft and wispy. Let's get in here real close. Look at that. And it's very glistening. It's very metallic-y all over. It's not just, and I even have some steel blue feathering here, it looks like, which is really neat. Look at all those cells. So yeah, you guys, I think this was a successful first video. Successful first Dutch pour on a video. If you like what you see, go ahead and push the subscribe button and notifications so you'll know when I put out another video. And it was nice meeting you. Thanks. Bye.